Two different countries, same great lime. Today on The Clash. Hey guys, Tom here. Welcome back to the Grantham Pub Underground and the Classic Cocktail Clash. We're narrowing down the best drinks, classic cocktails of all time. You're gonna help me decide, and in the end, we're gonna have a winner and crown the best classic cocktail of all time, according to us anyway. We are narrowing down the last few rounds of the preliminary round drinks, and today we have a great matchup for you in the citrus bracket. But first, how about some results? In the boozy bracket, the last couple earlier matchup, we had the Old Fashioned versus the Sidecar. If you remember, Old Fashioned, great drink, bourbon, some sugar, a little bit of bitters, some fruit flavors, mix it all up. Classic, like, you know, I've said this over and over again. This is my, excuse me, this is my all-time classic if I had to choose. And that went up against a Sidecar, a nice little drink with brandy and some other flavors in there. And that was good as well. It was tough. I actually liked the Sidecar more than I thought I would. But in the end, it was really not ever going to be a challenge. The Old Fashioned was the winner of this matchup, and that moves on in the Clash. So for today's matchup, like I said, we are back in the citrus bracket. Only a couple more matchups to do, and it's going to be for this round, the Moscow Mule versus the Margarita. This one's going to be tough because these are two great drinks. We've made them before here at the Underground previously. We've made a lot of margaritas, I think. I'll leave you links and cards. You can check them out after you watch this, of course. But this is a good drink. The margarita goes back to about 1948 in Acapulco, Mexico. So it's weird how a lot of these classic drinks are a lot of mid-century origin. There was a Dallas socialite who combined Blanco Tequila, and we've said this over and over again, most Mexican traditional drinks are going to be made with clear white tequila, with Cointreau and lime juice, and she just made this up. That was one story. Another story is that this drink was a twist on an earlier drink called a Daisy cocktail, where it's basically a Daisy cocktail is a spirit, some citrus, orange liqueur, and soda, where margarita does not have soda in it, but it became the margarita. And this is a drink that is, I mean, there's many riffs on a margarita. We're going to make the classic today, as we always do, but margarita is a very popular drink everywhere you go. And that's going to go up against a Moscow Mule. Now, the Moscow Mule, I think, has a very interesting story. Again, mid-century. This goes back to about 1941. We did a whole diatribe on the Moscow Mule. If you want to see that in more depth from, I think that was, it was in our ginger beer story back in the day. And they say the Moscow Mule was actually what helped vodka become popular in America. So as the story goes, two guys, John Martin was a salesman of vodka, Smirnoff vodka. And it was not really a lot of people knew about vodka at the time. And this other guy who owned a bar, his name was Jack Morgan. He had this overabundance of ginger beer that he needed to get rid of. And he owned this bar, it's called the Cock and Bull Pub. So what they just did, they decided, hey, I'm trying to sell vodka, I'm trying to sell ginger beer. They put the two together, added some lime, and the rest, as they say, is history. It became Moscow Mule because vodka, Russian, you know, that's how it goes with that. So enough talk, let's make some drinks. So first we're gonna make a margarita. Margarita could not be simpler. It just has some tequila. And both of these drinks are really simple today. Wrong side. Some tequila. A little bit of orange liqueur. The traditional recipe used Cointreau. I'm going to use Grand Marnier. Heck, I don't care if you use triple sec. Just some orange liqueur. And then we need some lime juice. And then finally, some agave syrup if it wants to squirt out for me. Add some ice. Here we go. Allegedly, you're supposed to, like, if you were shaking this in a metal, you should shake it until there's frost on the outside of the glass. We don't have that kind of time. So we're going to make it. Now you can serve this any one of a number of ways. You can serve this on the rocks. You can serve this up. You can serve this however you like. Frozen. Many different variations. And if it moves on, who knows? We might try one of those different variations. So, but just for the sake, I mean, I typically don't drink margaritas, but when I do, I'm going to actually make this the way that I don't drink it, because just, I don't know why. I generally drink this on the rocks with no salt, but for the sake of our discussion today, I am going to make this up with salt. Why, you ask? Well, I don't really know. I'm just going to put a couple of the cubes in there so it stays cold for us. And then naturally the traditional garnish for this would be a lime. So for today's first drink in the clash, the quintessential margarita. That was a simple drink, and I have another simple drink for you. The Moscow Mule. Now, I don't know why the Moscow Mule is always in a mule mug. It's like a copper mug. And this is one of those great drinks that you make right in the glass. With some ice. Some vodka, which I forgot to restock. Now, I guess if you had Russian vodka, that would probably be more traditional. I don't. I have this vodka. And then, along with that, some more lime. I like lime in mine. I like a lot of lime. Some ginger beer, your favorite ginger beer. We buy all kinds of different ginger beer around here because we like it. A mixing apparatus. Give it a quick little stir. Of course, Some sort of garnishment is in order. A lime. And there you have it, my friends. Drink number 2 today, the Moscow Mule. It is time for the best part of the day, and that is time for Ready, Drink. Here we go. The classic margarita with salt, which is not really the way I like it. It's a good drink. I mean, I don't like tequila so much, but that's a good drink. It's definitely citrusy. The salt does actually give it a little something, I have to admit. You all know how I feel about this one, so there's really no doubt that I'm going to like it. Yeah, that's good. It's basically just limey ginger beer because the vodka doesn't really have taste, but it's delicious. It's a delicious drink. I could drink them all night. I could drink either one of these, really. Because, I mean, this is just the classic, and you go to a lot of places, they make it with mix or sour or something, and it's just, ugh. But anyway, I digress. So there you have it. 2 great classic cocktails. Go out, order them both, try each one, come back and let me know which one you prefer. Leave me a note in the comments, message me on Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever they call it these days. Email me, call me, text me, see me in a bar, see me on the street, wherever, and you'll have a good time. You'll have a good time with fuck. This one I know I'm gonna like, so there's really no doubt but whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's lemon, it's lime and ginger and boozy. There you have it, guys. Go out, order them both, try them, come back, let me know which one you like, which one deserves to move on. Vote in the comments, vote on Instagram, vote on X, email me, message me, text me, call me, see me in a bar, telegram, Morse code, however. Let me know which one deserves to move on in the clash. Hey, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, if you're first time here, subscribe. There's a lot to do here. Drinks, happy hour, taste tests, whatever. Subscribe to the Grand Theft Pub Underground. Hit the bell so you'll be notified when something new comes out. Share the video, like the video, it helps us out a lot. Leave us a tip if you like. You don't have to, but that would help us too. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of these cocktails. I'm going to drink like a pirate, but I'm going to do it responsibly. I'm just going to hang out. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not driving, and neither should you. So until the next time, when we meet together again for some more good times and fun, I'll save a seat at the bar for you. Cheers.